You. Hey guys, it's Erin. It's time for another fall anime preview, which, to remind you, if you did not see my preview of the anime K, I am doing some short little previews based on the first episodes of animes that have premiered this fall. But before we kick into it, I just wanted to say thank you so much for subscribing. I just hit 4,000 subscribers, so go what? But no, seriously, I think that's super cool that you guys subscribe to me, and I'm so happy that you guys are enjoying the content I put out enough to subscribe. Today, we are going to be talking about Zetsuen no Tempest, or Blast of Tempest, as it is in English, so let's get started. Blast of Tempest revolves around two teenage boys, stone-faced pretty boy Yoshino and his best friend Mahiro, whose father, mother, and sister were just murdered. After a year of the police being unable to find out who the killer is, Mahiro disappears and he comes in contact with Hikaze, the world's strongest mage, who happens to be stranded on an island right now. In exchange for finding his family's murderer, Mahiro makes a deal with her to use her magic and save the world from its impending doom, and Yoshino is along for the ride. Blast of Tempest's first episode didn't come out with guns blazing, but it definitely had a few cards up its sleeve. While the first half of the episode was confusing and slightly disjointed, the latter half found its pacing as the pieces of the story began to fit together. A story that, based off of the episode's final scene, is shaping up to be a pretty gosh darn delightful mental treat. And the appropriate awesome use of Shakespeare's Hamlet is a welcome finishing touch on an already interesting story. And if Hamlet ain't enough for ya, there's an awesome goosebump-inducing fight scene that hopefully means there'll be more of those in the future, and with the fantasy elements of magic thrown in there, there's a little bit of something for everybody in this series. As two male leads who look unique enough, Mahiro and Yoshino unfortunately come up a little bit short of exciting in this first episode. Yoshino comes off as bland, kind of a jerk butt, and unfascinating at first. However, by the end of the first episode, we realize, okay, he's being portrayed like this for a reason, and the potential for his character development begins to shine through. Mahiro comes off a little bit more badass upon first glance, with that maniacal, handsome grin of his and his reckless behavior. However, he still doesn't feel like a main character, despite the setup that he obviously is one. But like Yoshino, his character development is promising, and watching their relationship, particularly the history between the two, should be a driving force in keeping people interested in the show. The way they deal with the death of Aika, each in their own separate ways, will also be interesting to explore. The ladies come off a little bit more interesting at first glance, even if they do conform to some popular character tropes. Aika stands out with her sassy personality, and Hikaze's feistiness, combined with her future interactions with the boys, should be fun to watch. The big baddie doesn't feel quite as threatening as the writers want him to be, but hopefully that changes over the course of the next few episodes. Like with K, Blast of Tempest knows what it's doing when it comes to its soundtrack and its animation. Bones has always done a really stellar job with their art, and this series is no different. It's gorgeous and clean and doesn't falter even during its fight scene, instead excelling with creative movements. Seriously, the bullet to the face was so freaking awesome! The music is fantastic, relying on strings, subtlety, and even moments of silence to drive scenes home. Not a big fan, unfortunately, of the opening song pick, but the rest of the soundtrack, it can find its way in my iTunes, dudes. Zetsuen no Tempest has many a positive going for it right now. With a plot that feels familiar but could potentially break formula, intelligent writing, and outstanding art and music, so far the series is living up to my expectations, despite my current complaints with the cast. For now, Zetsuen no Tempest will definitely stay on my must-watch list, and if you're interested in watching it too, you can find it on Crunchyroll or anime44.com. Yeah. There is my second video for this fall preview 2012. Sorry I didn't have any regular review or impression this week. Just doing these videos, it's hard to do both. So I will definitely get back on schedule soon with a full review coming up once I'm done with these fall preview videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I will see you guys soon.